Welcome to LC Screen Talk. My name is Larry, and this is my review of Pokemon the movie, The Power of Us. So if you followed my channel for any amount of time, you probably know I love Pokemon. I've pretty much been a lifelong Pokemon nerd. I just love the franchise. I've loved it ever since I was a kid. I play the games. I keep up somewhat with the animated series. It's a bit much, but I definitely try to keep up with as many movies as possible. Now, here we are in this rebooted film series. It began last year with that hard reboot of the film series in Pokemon I Choose You, and this is the direct follow-up to that film, and these exist completely separate from the current animated television series. So I had to go see it. I had to go see it in theaters. It got a limited Fathom release. By the time this is posted, there should still be 2 more days, 2 more chances to catch it. So head out if you're a Pokemon fan and you're interested in seeing this one. You have 2 more opportunities. But the big question, is it good? Yeah, it's Pokemon, so you're gonna kind of enjoy yourself. But is it actually any good? I'd say, yeah, I think this is actually a pretty solid film overall. A nice addition to the Pokemon franchise at large. So let's go ahead and talk about positives first. Well, I have to tell you that the cuteness factor is off the charts currently with Pokemon. Whether it be the games or the animated series or these last 2 films, including I Choose You and now The Power of Us, the cuteness is just unbearable. Pikachu is so flippin' cute in this movie, as is Eevee, who we get to spend a ton of time with. All of these Pokemon just are so adorable. Even the ones who aren't stereotypically cute, like Pseudo-Udo, are wonderfully adorable in this film. So it all just worked. Totodile, so many of our favorites make appearances in this film in the most adorable of ways. I also really enjoyed the mythology of this film. We really delve into Pokemon making an impact on the world that we've built here, and that mythology really worked well. Lugia is the legendary of the film, if you will, and I really like how they brought Lugia in and made him central to the storyline and central to these people's lives and why he is a legendary. In addition, we got kind of an introduction to Zerora, who is a newer Pokemon that was kind of released in a weird time with Sun and Moon in the latest series. But he was awesome. And I loved Zerora's backstory as well. It's a conservationist type story that we have seen done before, but it was done really nicely here. And the end-all message, I think, was very positive. Both sides really had something to learn and ways to grow together, and I think that really worked well. And really, that was the whole message of the movie, the power of us, the power that we all possess. We don't just wait for a legendary Pokemon to help us and get us out of a bind. If we all work together, we work with our Pokemon, we can make the difference ourselves. And I think that was a very positive, strong message. In addition, I think the film was actually very funny. It was very fun, very funny. Of course, it had that camp humor, but I loved the Granny character. Every now and then she was a bit much for me, but overall I thought she was such a curmudgeon that I went for it. I liked it. I enjoyed it. I also really liked the companions, Ash's like polka girls of the film that were along for the adventure. I think they had really fun, nice stories to learn. There was also a twist with one of them that I personally didn't really see coming, but it worked well and weaved itself into the story very well. And then the humor with the Pokemon themselves also worked very well. Getting those battles sprinkled in was nice. Maybe I would have liked to see actually a little bit more, but especially, of course, when we got Pikachu doing his thing, it was pretty awesome. I also love the scientist. I think a lot of other people will probably not like him so much, but I thought the scientist was pretty fun. And I related to him on many levels. I think I speak better in public than he does, certainly, but I just really liked his awkward, sweet, caring personality. I thought it was really nice. And I think Team Rocket had more to do in this film than they did I Choose You. They had a purpose. What they did actually affected the story. So their actions went somewhere this time around. Still, there may be just kind of there as fan service, but at least if you're going to put fan service in, make them move the story along a little bit. So what doesn't work so well in Pokemon The Power of Us? Well, the script is weak, as you might imagine from a Pokemon film. It doesn't have very sophisticated writing. It's not very nuanced in any way. And oh, it's repetitive. You could play a drinking game based on how many times they say Pokemon power. They repeat these little catchphrases and these little lines. It just repeats itself over and over and over again. At some point, we even get characters kind of reminiscing and getting mental flashbacks to something that literally just happened 5 minutes ago. And you're like, what in the world? Did we need this mental flashback? There's enough repetition in the script already written in. We don't need to revisit it like this, too. In that, I also think character motivation is dodgy at best. We get these like shock moments, like finding out someone built this electric plant. That's like, why are people shocked? You don't even know this person. And what in their character has indicated any which way of their past. There hasn't been any indication of this person's past. So I don't know why this is like some big shocking revelation in the film. But you know, of course, it's a little bit cheesy. But it's a Pokemon movie. Most of these are direct to DVD, direct to online streaming service films, and these last two have just gotten that reboot. Pokemon is hot right now, so they're striking. And it still holds those cheesy elements. But in speaking on that cheesiness, the animation itself, I think, is a definite downgrade from Pokemon I Choose You. That had beautiful animation. Honestly, some of the best animation I've seen in Pokemon at large. This was much more along the lines of the television show, I'd say. We're back to normal Pokemon level animation. It certainly never looks ugly. It never is hideous. It's not poor animation by any means. It just is not to the level of the studios and what they're able to accomplish with their animated styles. But again, it's just kind of nice to get 2D animation on the big screen, so there's that. So overall, I really enjoyed The Power of Us. I think it has some strong messages for kids. It has some really nice Pokemon moments for both adult and child fans. It's definitely aimed at a younger audience, but if you're an adult fan like me who just loves being around the Pokemon and getting these silly Pokemon moments, you're going to enjoy the film. I think it's definitely worth catching while it is in theaters. If you're not able to get out on the final 2 dates, it's still around. Definitely catch this one on streaming or when it comes to some sort of home entertainment. Also, make sure you are there on time because there are 2 shorts that play before the actual feature film gets started. Plus, we have this really awesome talk with one of the directors of the film, one of the prime animators who has worked on these Pokemon films all the way back to the very first. And it was actually a really cool experience to kind of talk and hear his input. And then we sit down with the director of the upcoming Detective Pikachu as well. And I think it was a nice segment to see and hear from one of the animators. So get there on time so you don't miss out on the extras before the film itself begins. So that is my review of Pokemon, the movie, The Power of Us. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, go ahead, click like down below and subscribe to the channel so you are always up to date on our latest videos. Also, join in on the discussion. Are you excited to see Pokemon, The Power of Us? Or have you already checked it out? If you have, let me know your thoughts either in the comment section down below, or you can hit me up on Twitter. I love you all so much for your support. Mwah! Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!